Hey, what's up, guys? This is Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer, the hybrid, the best of both worlds. In the previous video, we've just installed this new JS application, Nex JS application. As you can see, it's just new. We didn't even run the application yet. Now we are going to get into installing Shadcn. In this video, I'm going to give you all the tools and technique that you'll need to understand Shadcn. Point Number one, always install Shadcn right after installing a new project. Okay. I don't advise to work on a project and then install what can I say, and then install Shadcn later. Okay. The reason is I am going to back up some files. Okay. I'm going to back up. In fact, let me not back up, but let me tell you the reason. The reason is Shadcn makes use of Tailwind. Okay, so it will manipulate this Tailwind config. As you can see, do you see how small it is now? Okay, and also the global CSS, it will manipulate this. Okay, so meaning that if you working on a project that you have already changed a lot of things in here and you done with your Tailwind configuring, and then when you install Shadcn, it will ask you a lot of things. Do you use this Tailwind config.ts or .js? When you are done with that, it will overwrite all these files and then you will lose most of your work. So the first thing, always install it on a new project. If you are going to use an old project, just make sure you back up these files. Which are those files? Tailwind config number one and this global CSS. In case there is a file that I forgot, I will mention it as we install Shadcn. Okay, now let's go to Shadcn and then let's see how do you install it. Installation. Okay, Nex JS. Create a Nex JS app. No, this is what we want. Shadcn at UI at latest init. Okay, we're going to use npm in this case, and then we are going to go to our Visual Studio Code. Okay, most importantly, it's very important to know where you are in terms of location. At the moment, this is where we are. This is a parent folder. This is not the application folder. Okay, so we need to cd Shadcn course. We need to go to this folder first. Maybe I've typed something wrong. This is where I am and I want to go to Shadcn course. Okay, let's say cd Shadcn course, cd Shadcn course, because it does not exist. Okay, maybe I'm already in that folder. Yeah, let me just try this. Okay, and see. Yeah, I'm not in the right folder. I thought as much. So what must I do? Let me just close Visual Studio Code and open it again. Okay, that is my best way to do it. Okay, so let me open this folder with Visual Studio Code. Okay, here is the folder again. Let's just see where we are in the terminal. Okay, is the folder has got some small letters or capital letters? As you can see, the folder has got small letters. This is where we want it to be. Okay, so now that we are here, at first we were here. Okay, so meaning that I can paste this and then let's initialize our Shadcn. So what we are going to do here, we are going to watch these files. As you can see, 20 lines, and this one, where is that global? The CSS one, as you can see, plus minus how many? 26. So it's less than 30 lines. Let's see after we've installed Shadcn and see how many lines of code are going to be there, as a proof that you must always install Shadcn earlier before you install any other thing, so that you won't find yourself having to merge the old TS config and the old with the new TS config and all that jazz. Okay, so let's pay attention to here. Do you like to use TypeScript? Yes. Okay, yes. Okay, which style would you like to use? This one, let's just click default and slate. Okay, where is your global CSS? Do you see that this library wants to know where is the global CSS because it wants to make changes? Imagine now when you are done with the project and you've got all your variables here, and then after you've installed Shadcn, boom, everything is gone. It's going to be a problem. Okay, let's click there. And then would you like to use CSS variables? Yes. Okay. Where is your Tailwind config? As you can see, first it's asking Tailwind config.js. We are not using JavaScript, we are using TypeScript. So what we need to do here, you need to come and click here and then just type, okay, Tailwind, okay, dot config, okay, dot ts, not js, just like here, because we are using tailwind dot ts. So imagine if you've made a lot of configuration and then after installing Shadcn, and then obviously things break and your UI is ugly and all those things. So let's just double check tailwind dot config dot ts. That is what we want. We click enter. Okay, configure the import alias. I always do this. Yes, yes, okay. Server side component, yes, okay. This one you just click Y, yes, and that's it. So as you can see, this has refreshed, okay. Before we had less than 20 lines. Let's check now how many lines do we have. As you can see, it's more than 20. This is Shadcn installing its own thing. So guys, please install Shadcn on a fresh copy of Nex JS so that you don't have to get into some sort of an unnecessary debugging and merging of files. Guys, that's about it. This is how you install Shadcn. If you have managed to reach this point, then you are on the right path into understanding Shadcn. I'm Matthew Singati, the hybrid, the designer and the developer. If you might want to ask me anything, just come here and give me your name and your email address, and I will come back to you. See you on the next one.